Have you ever wondered if someone capable of terrible acts could ever truly change? Um, this thought is at the heart of the new drama, Unforgivable, um, a challenging look at the ripple effects of child sexual abuse. Uh, Before we dive in, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button if you enjoy this kind of content. Now, let's talk about a story that that's difficult, but undeniably important. And the horrifying reality is most children who experience sexual abuse are harmed by someone they know. Writer Jimmy McGovern bravely confronts this in his latest work, focusing on an ordinary family in Liverpool shadowed by a devastating transgression. Around 500,000 children are sexually abused each year. Uh, a statistic that underscores the scale of this hidden crisis. The drama centers on Joe, uh, recently released after serving time for grooming and assaulting his 12-year-old nephew. Ab, great at death, said. Joe finds himself in a halfway house overseen by Catherine, a former nun dedicated to addressing the root causes of offending. She believes in the potential for change, even in the most broken individuals. Could you fix me? Joe asks, his voice filled with a desperate vulnerability. And it's a question with no easy answers, prompting the central question of the series: is forgiveness even possible? The very title, Unforgivable, poses this question. Can Joe ever escape his self-loathing? Can his family ever see past his actions to the man he once was? The story presents Joe's attraction as a malady, and that acknowledgement allows a glimpse of sympathy. It invites a consideration of the weight of what he has done, a weight he seems to only escape in sleep. Uh, it's, I think, feeling anything beyond horror for a perpetrator is naturally difficult. Like it's titled McGovern, prompted by a letter from someone working with sex offenders, aims to spark conversation and understanding. He wants viewers to learn about the complexities of child abuse. He emphasizes the need for compassion alongside justice and punishment, acknowledging the enormity of the crimes while seeking to understand the underlying factors. And this isn't about excusing behavior, but about attempting to comprehend it, not sounding. If you want to create, to play sounds and you see that McGovern's style avoids sensationalism, favoring a grounded and realistic approach. This is about lived experiences, not shock value. We soon discover Joe was also abused as a child by his football coach, Paul, a trusted family friend. This revelation doesn't excuse his actions, but adds another layer to the already complex narrative. Another boy, Sammy, also experienced abuse at the hands of Paul, but did not repeat the cycle. And this sort of highlights sort of the varied outcomes and the importance of examining the variables at play. And McGovern has a knack for finding compelling stories and immersing himself in them. He seeks narratives that matter And this one clearly does, even if it's uncomfortable to confront. The series is rarely easy to watch, filled with sadness, sickness, and a profound sense of emptiness. But the sheer scale of the problem demands conversation. And McGovern provides a space to begin. His writing possesses a human touch, guiding us toward difficult truths and holding our gaze when we'd rather look away. It's a story that lingers, provoking reflection long after the credits roll. And the small details are powerful. Tom's simple request for a cup of tea, the only words he's spoken to his mother other than yes or no since the assault, is heartbreakingly poignant. The series leaves you with more questions than answers. What happened to the other boys Paul abused? Will he ever be held accountable? How many others like him exist? Unforgivable isn't neatly resolved, mirroring the messy reality of trauma. It doesn't offer easy solutions, and that's precisely its strength. And it's it reflects the complex, often unanswered questions surrounding abuse. This is a story that has the power to resonate deeply, potentially prompting change and continuing conversations, a hallmark of McGovern's impactful storytelling. It's a significant contribution to our cultural landscape. Um, um, Speaking of Unforgivable, why did the therapist break up with the comedian? Because he kept making light of the situation. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,